Okay, hey, everybody. Welcome to day one. As you can see, of course, we've got the brain box. We've got the brains behind this monetization operation sat halfway across well, definitely all the way across the pond. But thankfully, it looks super close. We've got obviously Brandon here for today's challenge, guys. So welcome. If guys, we're just going to do our quick little tech setup, make sure everyone can hear us, everyone can see us, and then we will get moving. Let me know where you are located while you're watching this, just obviously so we can get like a global count. Apologies if it's the middle of the night. It is quite late for me. Thankfully, Brandon's got an afternoon job, so he's doing all right. Right, here we
Oh, I
go.
don't have a job, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Scouse terminology, my bad. Right. Okay, cool, fantastic. Let's get into it because obviously I know a hell of a lot of people are super excited about this one. There's been such a buzz around, I'd say, the online community, affiliate marketers about this challenge. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been like sharing the post and all that type of good stuff. And that's absolutely fantastic, guys. So thank you so much. If you have referred anybody to this challenge, go ahead and tag them right now. Make sure they do not miss the live because obviously showing up live is absolutely awesome. And it's exactly what you want because you feel the energy, you learn everything, you get to ask questions. It's so much easier being live. So let me know if you are hashtag live or hashtag replay, and let's get into the plan today. So what it is, guys, is there's so many different ways to make money online. Of course there is. And no matter who you talk to, there's loads of different ways. Now, the biggest problem we've got is like people need to be making money fast. It's the whole reason 90% of people get in here. Now, even if it's just $1 or $2, they need that validation that it works. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to make $2. I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm not going to put a revenue count on there because then I'll have to give a disclaimer. And I don't know the disclaimer off by heart. That is definitely Brandon's. Nails it every time. But so we want to be making money fast online. It's the whole reason we look at it. It's the whole reason you jump onto YouTube and type that question in: how to make money online. Now, this is a great opportunity, and it's such an amazing hack that we get to give obviously Brandon credit for, because it really has been it's been a massive eye opener for me, and it's been really exciting for me. Just obviously to get paid as you're creating content rather than create loads of content and get paid on the back end. You can now get paid front and back and in the middle. Like, who doesn't want that? So today we are literally going to cover how to get started in creating those monetized platforms. So who wants to make a monetized platform? Let me know in the chat who is ready to make a monetized platform. Awesome. So what we've got is like, what you would have found is, why is this challenge any different? When you go through and you watch this challenge, or this challenge, pay $7 for that challenge, do the 15-day challenge, like, and 9 times out of 10, you come and do these challenges and you leave with actually no result, like after that 3 days. Now, they are usually teaching you something for a longer period, or that will happen in a longer period, but people want results now, don't they? Like, Amazon has taught us that we can get everything literally now. So that is what we are aiming to do on this challenge, guys. We want to get you a result literally within 3 days. By the end of this week, we want you to get a result, and it's absolutely amazing without having to pester your friends, message every man and his dog and his cat and his rabbit. Like, we don't want to be messaging everyone. We don't want to be sleazy sales. Like, we want to make money the right way, and this is such a great opportunity. So I am super excited. I know Brandon is excited, and I think we should get into it. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I'm totally excited. And, for me, I don't believe in fast money. I believe in boring passive income, because the boring stuff makes money. And if you're consistent with something, you're going to make money. And so this is a way to actually make money for just showing up and being consistent. And that's why we created this ecosystem, so that you can actually, if you're consistent, you'll make money. And so I'm very excited to go over this strategy and share with all of you guys. This is different than every other webinar or free training or challenge that you've ever done, because all of those, I feel like they kind of just blast you with all this information and all of this kind of info dump. And this is really just going to be like a goal. Like, this is the goal that you achieve, and you're going to make money doing it. And it's like, day one, this is what we're doing, do the homework. Day two, get monetized, make money. Day three, actually start pushing forward to that next ecosystem where you can consistently make money on a consistent basis. So I'm ready to definitely deep dive into this. And Brian, you are the amazing genius behind really putting all this together, and then allowing me to share this system with you guys to explain it on an easier level, where I'm not, looking at it at a 9,000 foot view. Brian really simplifies everything and makes it easy to consume. So Brian, thank you so much for being able to really help everyone kind of simplify this strategy.
No, I mean, as you said, it's an absolute pleasure. And obviously, when you come to me with like, hey, I think we should do this challenge, I was like, yes. I was like, yes. 100% we should do this challenge, because like, who doesn't want monetized platforms? Like, it's just been absolutely amazing. Obviously, you've gone away, you've gone and done it. And now we get to go and obviously teach everybody for free exactly how to do it. And it's just so amazing. So here is what we are going to cover, guys and girls. We are literally going to talk about why you're not getting paid for your content and some of the issues around that. Why most affiliate gurus are actually crippling your business. We're going to talk about some long-term versus short-term marketing strategies. We're going to talk about 7 streams versus 1. How to create an ecosystem of cash flow with no sales, which sounds backwards. It might sound like everything that you've been taught in the past, but today we're going to blow it out the water. We're going to talk about the perpetual cash flow machine. I've been so nervous about saying that all goddamn day. We're going to talk about creating your platform, starting that process, getting your affiliate links, creating some content, and then talking about your homework. So guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Loving all the comments, guys. Perfect. Awesome. Right, let's do this. So why you're not getting paid for your content. So 9 times out of 10, you'll join affiliate marketing course teaching you how to make money online, yada, yada, yada. And they tell you to go straight to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, because it's a low barrier to entry. You can get content out there fast. Okay. But what's not happening is you may have to build a big following over a hell of a long period of time before that either converts into a high ticket sale. That could be regularly inconsistent over a period of 6 to 8 months. You may get something, you may not, and you've just been putting out content and not getting any reward. So that's usually a big issue, because that's what everyone pushes. Like, I know everybody watching has definitely been told to just start creating content on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Don't get me wrong, they are great platforms to grow your influence and help more people get to know, like, and trust you. I'm not bashing the platform, and Brandon will tap into that influence later on. So with those platforms, I know they've brought out Facebook Professional, where it's like monetized, or you can become monetized, etc., and get stars. But the money that you actually earn from that, and the fact that your content dies in 24 hours, is huge, like a huge issue that makes monetization very difficult and very low paying on these platforms. And they said, obviously, your content dies within 24 hours unless you're working the algorithm and replying to comments and doing all these organic hacks that people teach, and like to keep your Facebook post alive. But that's very much active work. When we talk about, like, obviously, when you can do active work to keep a Facebook post alive, or you can produce a piece of content that compounds over time and grows, I know exactly where I'd be putting my time and effort into. And it definitely has been a massive shift for me. And I know obviously Brandon's been doing it for a hell of a long time anyway. So, like, this is one of the main concepts that affiliate marketers are teaching you. And it really is like the problem is, it's like, yeah, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, get your first sale so I can get your testimonial, so I can use that testimonial to sell to other people. And that's literally the circle you go in. Where as soon as that testimonial has been done, they don't care. Like, they've got what they need from you to go and sell to more people. Now, most gurus will teach one platform, one content type, and then DM every man, his dog, and his uncle's dog. Okay. Now, it's one way to bring money in fast is DMs. I'm not going to say DMs don't work, because they do. Like, if you message enough people, you will make money. What that is it's very much a constant hamster wheel. You've got to get on that hamster wheel. You've got to get on that treadmill every single day, and you've got to run and knock on doors and knock on doors. And then when you've burnt out all your energy and you go to bed, you wake up, you do the same thing. Now, that is not a compounding activity that eventually will get you sales. But when it comes to create a piece of content, put it out there and let it grow, it's like literally like planting a piece of fruit, planting some vegetables and watching it grow and then eating the goddamn thing. Like, that is what you want to be doing. If you just ran around your garden every day and just doing nothing, just run around your garden hoping, like, throwing seeds around hoping they landed, you probably wouldn't have some good vegetables or some strawberries, would you? Like, so you don't want to be doing that. You want to be doing things logically and strategically. And literally all you're being taught right now is hamster wheel activities. And only one income stream.
Let me add something. Yeah, one income stream is what I wanted to add, is because you have to think these gurus, these high-ticket affiliate marketers or gurus, they teach this one platform, one type of content, and one thing is because they want all the focus to be driven to their pocketbooks. They want the money to go to them and only you focusing on growing their business instead of actually growing you as a person. So I think that if you listen to what this challenge is, I mean, this day is going to be better than 99% of the guru high-ticket affiliate marketers teach online. And so this is how you really create value, wealth, and influence in affiliate marketing. So
awesome. So then, obviously, what we spoke about this a little bit about, like, hamster wheel content and stuff that compounds and grows. So as we said, like, on the left is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. These are your spikes, the stuff that you can get a quick blast of exposure, which then obviously normally leads into a DM or a sale, etc. And again, you've just got to constantly put that work in there to get that exposure, to grow that influence, which we're not saying is a bad thing, but we're not saying we're definitely saying it's not the only way. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter are all short-term content pieces that die within 24 hours, lead to the DMs, which again is just a treadmill, etc. And you just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. And I get it, it serves its purpose. But there's actually another way to do this. Like, if you are prepared to actually build a business over a long period of time, and I mean, like, everything on the left, if you just do the left, and I've said it in other challenges, you will die in 3 months. Not physically die. I hope God no one does from just messaging a couple of people on Facebook, but you will burn out and you will finish your online journey because it's just a nightmare and you can't see the wood from the trees and you're just sick of DMing every man and his dog and producing that same piece of content. If you just stick with hamster wheel content, you will be like 98% of affiliate marketers who then quit. And we don't want that. So this is why we look at the right-hand side of the table, like long-term evergreen content. They said you need to be planting those seeds properly. You need to be building out that big, massive farm that grows and feeds you for life. Don't focus just on things that may feed you for a day. Focus on things that will feed you for years. And this literally is what long-term content is, like blogging, YouTube, podcasts, emails. You will notice, obviously, on the right-hand side, me and Brandon have all of those. We have blogs. Obviously, we're talking about Medium today, and we've got WordPress ones. We've both got YouTube channels. We have a podcast together. Selfish plug. If you haven't, go and watch it. It's the Passive Buddies podcast, of course. So selfless plug there, guys. I'm sorry. And we've got emails. We also do the TikTok, the Instagram, Facebook, and not as much Twitter. but we've got those platforms as well. But things that we focus on, if you ask Brandon in the morning, and believe me, the poor guy is up at a ridiculous o'clock. It's sometimes I think he actually beats me awake, even though he's 8 hours behind. And the first things, I've wrote my blogs for the day. I've done a YouTube video, and it's like, and I've sent an email, or I've done some podcast prep. And that's all first thing. So if you look at what Brandon's prioritizing, and myself, we're prioritizing long-term content first, get that done, and then move on to any hamster wheel stuff if we've got time and if we need to. So you guys, if you want to survive in this business, you need to be looking at the right hand side of the table, as well as the left hand side of the table. And what we're going to focus on over the next 3 days is definitely going to be blogging is going to be a huge one, and some YouTube as well, because they are both amazing platforms. Which leads us to something else, which is a lot of people go, oh, well, that's quite a lot of work, etc. But if you look at like YouTube and blogging and the podcast side of things, it's amazing how quickly that can stem into other streams of income. Whereas if you listen to those gurus and you just go and create just TikToks or just Facebook posts and just hustling on Facebook, like, you're only ever really going to get 1, maybe 2 income streams. Like, and if you look at 9 times out of 10, what do you want to be? Oh, I want to be a 6-figure earner. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be financially free. All of these statements, like, all add up to this. You need multiple streams of income. Now, multiple income streams doesn't mean you set up a business over here, then set up a business over there, and then set up a business over there, like, and constantly like have multiple plates going on. You can stream it, funnel it all into one, and allow one focus to build 7 streams. And then at least then it's the same marketing message, the same work. You're just building out the income streams inside the one business. So if you had 7 income streams working for you, like, each day, and one of them is having a bad day, which it happens. Like, obviously, if you've got cryptos have a bad day, stocks have a bad day, housing market goes up and down. Everyone has a bad day, and no business is like safe from that. If you only had one income stream, if you just had your high ticket affiliate marketing, just that one income stream, if you're having a bad day, a bad month, it's going to get a bit scary. But what happens if you have another 3, another 4 income streams, all by focusing on this type of method? If you're having a bad day here, it's not too bad, because this is still working, and that compounds and really makes a massive difference. Affiliate marketing is literally just one income stream, with a 98% of affiliates quitting in 3 months. They have nothing to fall back on because they only focused on developing one. So how do you get 7 streams of income? I know Brandon's going to go into a hell of a lot of detail in a bit, but I'm just going to break these down a little bit for you. So you get paid for views, which is what we're focusing on a lot in the next 3 days. So pay per views and monetization, that could be on Medium, that could be on YouTube, that could be Google AdSense via your blog and your website. So that's one way of getting. So you could produce all this content for the long-term platforms, and you can start getting paid for views. You've also got affiliate commissions, which we're not knocking. We still want affiliate commissions. We still love affiliate commissions. I know Brandon absolutely loves it when High Level shoots him $1,000 plus. And I absolutely love it when I get my affiliate commissions too. Like, I'm not going to complain. Who'd complain at that? So you've got your affiliate commissions on top, but it's not just the only focus. Now, there's been a lot of sponsorship deals and stuff like that coming. Like, I know Brandon's in discussions for our podcast for a sponsorship deal and stuff like that. And it's just creating the same content we were creating anyway, but now we're getting people reaching out for us on that. You've got brand deals, you've got digital products. We've got courses, etc. You've got physical products that you can sell on the back of this brand that is built. And then you've also got your investments, when you take that capital, take that profit, and then put it elsewhere to keep that compounding effect. That is all from focusing on just one aspect, not building 7 different businesses, building one business that pays you 7 times over. Is everybody getting this? Does everyone understand? Let me know in the comments, guys, if everyone is happy. Makes tons of sense. Oh, yes, I actually think this is where I hand over. Hell yeah. Okay, guys, I am going to shut up because one, you might struggle with the accent. Two, I talk very fast. And three, it's Brandon's time. Hell yeah.
What is up, everyone? So let me see if I can move. So sweet. So I think that a lot of people think that you need to build 7 businesses, and that's not the case. Like, you are your business. A lot of these gurus in the high ticket space, they prey on people to think that you're selling some sales force or selling this opportunity, but in reality, you're the product. You're creating the relationships with people, you're creating the content, and you're doing this. So you should be, you are your product online, and you should be able to sell yourself. And in doing so, you are selling yourself. And this is what we're going to get into with the perpetual cash flow machine, is actually growing your influence, growing the value that you're putting out, and making more money. Because once you build enough recurring income from this system, you can start investing in actual assets, take money and buy more passive income. I always talk about building recurring income, and this is what you're doing, and then buying passive income, where you're literally taking your excess cash flow and buying, real estate, stocks, bonds, life insurance, protecting your assets. So all of these things that go into building recurring income and then buying passive income. There's more to it, like actually protecting that wealth and essentially buy, borrow, and die. But that's for our cash flow community, where we talk much more deeply about how money works. So we're going to go over how to create an ecosystem of cash without making any sales, and you can still profit from this. So the purpose, what is the perpetual cash flow machine? Well, it's to build a sustainable income without needing to sell. You are the product. People come to you because you're the expert. You build your influence, you build your authority, and you're able to make more money. And you can grow your influence over time. By doing so, you're going to be able to create content that you love and getting paid for doing it, because you're not just having to sell. You actually can talk about things you enjoy. And I'll go over that here in a second. And then as your income grows, so do you. So as you're able to make more money, you can provide more value. You talk about higher end things. You can charge much more for your services. And I'll get into branding deals and sponsorships and investments down here at the end of this. So let's get into the perpetual cash flow machine. Drop some likes or some hashtag cash flow machine or PCM, whatever, down below if you guys are loving this. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Without further ado, let's do it. So this was in our cash flow community. I was showing them and doing a live training on our infinite money system, which I've renamed to the perpetual cash flow machine. And essentially, if you see here, this was just last month, about 5 days ago. And I made each of these posts on Medium made money. So this one made $18, this one made $12, this one made $9, this made $6, $4, and every post I made was an additional, I guess, income. Like every time you post on Facebook, that disappears after 24 hours. Every time you make a little reel on TikTok, so that's gone after 24 hours. So as you continuously go on this hamster machine wheel of posting on Facebook, and actually just when you're posting on Facebook, you're just kind of promoting some other business instead of promoting yourself. I see this all the time where all these people in the online space, all they do is sell, and people tune that out. I mean, how many times are you like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've never been on TikTok where I was like, I need to buy this thing, whatever they're talking about. I've never done that. I'm sure many of you have not scrolled on an Instagram story and been like, oh, I got to buy that right now, because I've never done that. I'm sure Brian hasn't. I'm sure everyone has. Anyone comment down below, like, if you've seen a TikTok reel or a story, you're like, I need to buy that now. Most of the time, if you bought some courses from talking to someone, asking them questions, finding out like what it is all about, and building that relationship. And that's why I say a lot of these online gurus, make you the product because you're the one that is doing the selling. You're the one being in the DMs. You're the one. I mean, it does, being in the DMs does work, but ultimately, if you're not creating content that is valuable and evergreen, you're not going to be paid for that. So you're wasting a lot of time. So that's why we created a system so that we can show proof that you guys can make money without ever having to sell, without having to be in the DMs. Yes, the DMs work. I made a lot of money being in the DMs, but people get burnt out. I mean, I get frustrated talking to people because I'm like, all these people will like try and sell me, and I'm like, okay, like, well, just today a high ticket guru was trying to sell me, and I'm like, hey, let's go on live in my group. You said you made $15,000 in 90 days. That's awesome. Like, that's great. He said, what did he say? He said, I know 15,000 for you is peanuts, which is true, but I mean, that's great for him. But ultimately, like let me show that proof to my group of 3,000 people. This group right here. Let's go live. And he's like, oh, sorry, like I can't. And it just shows me that a lot of these gurus are kind of faking it until they make it. And that's unfortunate, but you know, why waste time talking to people who are trying to sell you when they have no idea about your story or about what you've done, and you can teach them actually how to create wealth versus selling the thing to sell the thing to sell the thing to sell thing to other people that are selling the thing to things. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So I'm going to show you how you can actually create wealth and value and grow your own influence so that you can make money and be your own product instead of having someone own you as your product. So this is, like I said, this is me posting on Medium, one post a day, making $18, $12, and it came out to like 70, I think it was at the end of the month, it came out to $79, which isn't a lot. Like, let's be honest, $79 isn't going to change anyone's life in 30 days. But like, I just started this one. So I have like 300 people following me, and I made $77, which I can then take, you know, and buy like my wife going out to dinner or something like I don't know, McDonald's or something.
Do you know what, Brandon? Actually, just to jump in very quickly, I think that is something that needs to be highlighted. Like, that is a very small account. Like, it's not a massive account. It's not like, it's not got thousands and thousands of followers. It's got a couple of hundred, and that's already making money. I think that is definitely worth noting. The fact that you don't need, like, if someone had gone, oh, well, he had 10,000 followers and he only made $77, you'd be like, right, that's pretty crap. But it's a very small following, and you're making money quickly, which means every time you put content out, you're making cash, which means you're getting paid every time. And I think that's very valuable.
Well, one, I think it's 317 people that follow that account, and that's just per posting content. That doesn't include affiliate links. That doesn't include branding deals. You know, all the other things that go into making money in the system. This is just for creating content where it's like a 3-minute read and I'm making $77. I don't know anyone, especially in the high ticket space, that is making $77 for posting content. And that's just Medium. That doesn't include YouTube. So we'll get over that in a second. So this is YouTube. So essentially what I'm doing is taking my post on Medium and having a video on YouTube inside my Medium article. So on my Medium page, there's a article that I wrote, and it's not, you don't have to learn SEO. You don't need to learn, you know, all the on-page SEO, page authority, getting backlinks. You don't need to learn all that on Medium. You just need to post like you post on Facebook, like entertaining, like capture attention, destructive, not SEO, not info-friendly, like things that are entertaining and that you actually enjoy creating content on, and more like a guide versus sell. And so I link the articles that I had, so like these articles right here, are linking to my YouTube. And okay, I made $2 from this one video, $3 from this one video, not so great, but it increased my watch time by a lot, and increased my view count by a lot, and it also allowed me to get 9 subscribers. But you might be thinking, okay, Brandon, like you just made $3. That's great. Like that's so cool. You are amazing. And yes, I am. But this is what actually happened. I made $1,700 from this one video. And so it's in reality, sure, I made $2, $3 almost creating content. Maybe I made $77 posting on Medium. But ultimately, it came out to 176 people signing up for this crypto thing, and I made $1,700 in crypto. So that's pretty cool. So if we go back,
can I jump in very quickly? So before you explain that, I just want to nail the one thing there. Made $1,700, yeah. So pretty much yeah,
18 something.
Yeah, $1,800. Okay, now that's probably about 2 high ticket sales, yeah.
Yeah, more.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 high ticket sales in the other world. How many DMs did you send?
0.
How many hours and hours and hours of TikToks did you have to create?
None.
How many groups did you have to go and engage in?
I don't go in groups.
I think that answers the question. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm just creating content that's valuable that people are gonna like follow, and then they like, okay, that's cool. Let me pay you for the views for AdSense. Sweet. And then people sign up and I make money. So it's really just creating little guides on Medium that I'm getting paid for, and then people sign up and then I get paid even more. And that's not the only thing. I mean, there's a lot more. This one on how to build how to withdraw your money from an exchange. This one made me $1,100. It grew my subscribers by 500, 600 people, and I got 104,000 views. And it consistently pays me every single day. So, and it's growing every single. I mean, as you can see, it's growing every single day. And I created this like 2 years ago, and it's still paying me, and I haven't done anything with it. It just sits there and makes me money. So imagine for a second that every post you post on YouTube or every Medium article that you write is making you money every single day. How many articles would you write? How many YouTube videos would you make? Because every single one is going to make you money in the long term. And it might not be as sexy as making $1,000 today, but you have 4 articles that are making you $1,000 every single month. Then, I mean, that's much more sexier without having to be in the DMs and bothering people and trying to manipulate them into some kind of opportunity, when you could literally just create content that you enjoy. Because I enjoy crypto. Some people think it's a scam, that's fine. But I also enjoy hanging out with my dog, and I enjoy investing in real estate and buying cars that I rent out, and talking on a podcast with Brian, who says, hey, 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 and it just brightens up my whole day every single morning. I get to hear that on Thursdays. So what did that do? I made $625 additionally to the $1,100 from this. So I made this one video. It paid me $1,100, and I got $625 in commissions, which is kind of like your typical high ticket sale. And so if you think about this, if you just do the math right here, it seems like I'm making about $10 for every sign up that I get without ever having to do anything. One video. And I know the high ticket gurus will say, if you can sell something for $1,000, you can sell, or if you can sell something for $10, you can sell something for $1,000. Yeah, right here. I made one video, one post, and I made more money than having to DM and manipulate hundreds of people into getting that one sale for the same amount. So what is more sustainable is creating an ecosystem of cash flow where you can create content that you enjoy doing and reporting on because you enjoy the stuff you're talking about, or being in the DMs, running the race of the hamster wheel race and the digital rat race of being online and trying to convince people that this other opportunity is amazing by trying to sell them something, to sell someone to someone else, to sell to someone else, to sell to someone else. I think this is much more fun, and it's much more rewarding because I get to report on the content that I love doing instead of just trying to grow someone else's business. So that's not all. I mean, this is just what I've been paid from high level. I just grabbed the last like 6 months. $3,000 during people buying full paid in fulls for the year. I did that with High Level because I wanted my free airline tickets, because when you learn about how money works, you can get free airline tickets with points and all that fun stuff. But consistently making $1,200, it seems like, with High Level, which we don't even, I don't really promote. I created a few videos maybe 2 years ago, and then a few blog posts, and I consistently make $1,000 doing nothing. I haven't reported on High Level. There's nothing on my profile. You can't see anything on my profile about High Level. My YouTube videos are probably quite a bit old now, and they're still making me money because these business, I use it all the time. It's what I have all of our systems on, but essentially it's making me money every single month consistently. But that's not all. I mean, as you grow your influence over time, you're going to be paid more money. And so over the last 28 days, I've received quite a bit of views using my method. I have 93,000 more views. I have 548 hours of watch time, 200 more subscribers this month, and a measly $110 or $15, which, I mean, if you think about it, I made $115 and I made $70 from Medium, but I've made a lot more money from affiliate links, from just all sorts of different ways. This is how you grow ultimately. I mean, the ad revenue is great. It's not great, it's shit. But as you grow, you get more and more, you get more views, which gets more ad revenue because you're getting more watch time and you're having more people going through, the first 3 seconds, and then they watch. If you have like an 8-minute video, you have a mid-roll in there, and then you can have more ad revenue. So as you grow, more people are watching it, and like that's why a lot of these bigger YouTube channels, they don't need to have SEO kind of clickbait titles. They can just have like and it gets like hundreds of thousands of views because they have this subscriber count that pushes it to the front page because of the people who are loyal fans that consistently watch content. I mean, there's a guy, man, I'm blanking on his name, but I watch him every single day, and he posts about Bitcoin because I am fascinated by it. There's also a channel I watch on gaming because I'm a big gamer. There's a channel I watch on, it's called Income Surfers, which I learned about AI and SEO and how blogging works with SEO. So there are like 3 or 4 channels that I watch religiously. And if you grow your subscriber count and you build that influence and you grow your, your influence in general, your subscriber count, you're going to get that watch time, you're going to get that revenue, and you're going to get paid more, because lower channels don't make a lot of money. But as you get to 10,000 or 100,000, how the algorithm works is a lot of people are going to watch it, and bots are going to be in there and watching it. So it's going to push the content further regardless. And so that's how you grow your bag over time. I mean, ultimately you get subscribers, they get more watch time, they get more money, and then they obviously just keeps becoming this flywheel of cash. So, which reminds me, if you haven't, you guys should definitely subscribe down with our YouTube and our Medium. They're both right here. So if you haven't done that now, Brian will drop both of those links down below, so that if you don't want to miss out on our time-sensitive material, because it is important to model people that are doing things in the space, and to get ideas. I mean, I might model someone. I'll give you a perfect example. I've owned 10 rental properties, and I did really, really well in the real estate space. And Brendan Turner, who is in the Bigger Pockets podcast, and he actually left from there and started his own one, but he had a short little video, or not a video, but a little post that said how to make $1 million super easy with $18,000. And so what I did is I just copied exactly what he said in my own terms based on what I know, and then put it in a short form content, and it did really, really well. I got like 20,000, probably like 10,000 views. Of a lot of people being like toxic, but that's totally fine because one, they don't know how money works, and two, it still pushes the algorithm regardless. So I don't really care if they're being toxic. And obviously, as you grow, a lot of people are going to have one thought or another about you, but don't let it get to you, because as you grow, your skin should be thicker. And so let's get into some other things. So as you can see, I don't create content where I'm just like, sell, buy this because you'll make $1 million in 90 days. Like I'm talking to here is like, oh, this is exactly the video I was talking about, millionaire easy mode. And so I had 2,700 views. I didn't have 5,000. I was off by a half, but I like to show real numbers so that I can be concise. I talked about an air fryer. It got 1,400 views. I just got an air fryer that I'm super excited about. And I just air fry everything because it's delicious. And then I talked about a crypto scam. If you know anything about me, I like to talk about all the fake gurus that are online, all the high ticket scams, all the crypto scams. Typically, my Facebook is all about the high ticket scams, and all the my YouTube is typically about all the crypto scams. But I also post about my life. A lot of you don't. I think that a lot of you need to realize that people are tired of just seeing sell. They are invested in you as a person. They want to know that you have more to your life than affiliate marketing or high ticket sales, or recurring income or business in general. They want to see your dog. They want to see that you're a real person. Not only that, but you have to think that me and the algorithm is based off of what you consume and where you consume it and what keywords you're searching. So me being an investor and me consuming crypto stuff or my little tricks on how to do a fry hack, air fryer, I'm not going to see someone who is posting about affiliate marketing. So if you are able to post on things that you enjoy, you might actually see that people might have similar interests to you, might actually buy whatever you're buying into also. So for instance, if someone has a dog and I'm posting about my dog and they see I also am in affiliate marketing or car rentals or investing or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. He has a dog and he does this. I should probably check him out. But if I'm always doing sales, no one's gonna see the other parts of your life that they might be interested in other than just sales. Because I'm guessing most of you have watched Shark Tank. And if you did oh, I watched the Shark Tank video and this guy totally got booed off stage, and other entrepreneurs or investors or online marketers also watch Shark Tank, they're going to be like, oh, Shark Tank, that was a good episode. I watched that one. Oh, and he does affiliate marketing, or a book you read. A lot of people don't read. So if you said, oh, this is a good book, I really enjoyed it, these are my 3 takeaways, and someone's looking the best books for investing in real estate, they might also see that you do these other things. So start widening your net. Widen? I don't know. Start expanding your net and try and do things that you actually enjoy, because you might actually find out that people enjoy other things besides business, besides sales, because then you're going to actually build your influence and make actually a change in the world. So let's get on to some of the other things I post about. So for instance, I post about my dog all the time, where, as you know, I changed my branding from the Monopoly man to more of the stay-at-home dad kind of thing. So I'm having a baby girl. My wife is 5 months pregnant. And so we are having a child, and now I'm talking about stay-at-home dad stuff. I do also talk about business. This is a day that I made $122,000 in one day from real estate. So I could talk about this all day. $122,000, which is more money than most people make in a couple years, and I made it in one day. And I didn't have to pay any taxes on it because if you understand how money works, you can leverage debt and you actually pay taxes on debt. Anyways, it's way above this. We talk about it more in our cash flow community. But the thing about it is I'm limiting myself to, if I only talk about money. If a stay-at-home dad is like, oh, and you saw Brian just cheer because he's a stay-at-home dad too. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that stay at home and enjoy time with their kids. And I know, like, for instance, Rose always talks about her dogs and how she loves them. And so we connect on that. So like all these ways you can connect with people besides business is how you're going to actually grow a real business, is showing that you're actually a real human. And so if you grow your influence and you grow your income, you'll have things like this that come up where people are like, hey, can I give you $1,000 to do 5 videos? How many people would love to make $1,000, a high ticket sale, just for creating 5 pieces of content? Just say, like, raise your hand, or say like, oh, like hashtag, I don't know, perpetual cash flow machine. Do whatever you want to do down below, because most of you won't make that in high ticket affiliate marketing. But if you grow your influence and you grow your subscriber count and you grow your value that you're giving to people, you can. Where people are actually coming to me and saying, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000 to do 5 videos." Or over here on the right, this dude was like, "You only have 400 views on your last video," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right, but my conversions are really high." So you should understand the difference between view count and conversions. Like metrics, you have to understand metrics. And I talked them up to, for one video, $400 and a 7.5% revenue share. And so if you think about that, like, one, you're learning negotiation skills too. So I love a good book called How to Negotiate Real Estate. And Never Split the Difference. Both good negotiation books. Will teach you the fundamentals of negotiations, even if they're not in the same area that you're into. Very good books. You guys can write those down if you want. It's Negotiation of Real Estate, or the book on negotiating real estate and never split the difference. One is by an FBI negotiator for hostage situations, and one's for real estate investing. But being able to increase my value by just saying, you don't understand what you're talking about, you're going to pay me more. And he said, all right. So I literally say so mate, because I don't say mate, I just was mocking him. And I said, actually learn how metrics work. And then I said, because views do not equal conversions. So he upped the price, and I was like, all right, fine, let's do it. So this is what you guys are going to do. You want to create your Medium accounts and your YouTube accounts. That's one of your homework assignments for today. Is if you don't do them, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it, you can literally Google how to create a Medium account, how to create a YouTube account. This is not a training on how to create an account. That should be, you can ask ChatGPT how to create an account, or just Google it and there'll be a YouTube video. Yeah, so I'm not going to teach you how to do that. If you can't do that, then you have more problems than I can help you with, because it literally takes like 5 minutes or less. So this is how we have our profile funnel set up. As you can see here, I have the Boring Passive Income Dad from the Boring Passive Income Guy. This is now I'm a dad. So now labeling myself, which labels help identify groups of people, which then people think they're similar to them. So I connect with now more dads, which then is another target audience. So I add that because it labels me in a sense. And then Brendan Duff, I own the website, blah, blah, blah. It's all about creating passive income and cash flow tactics. Feel free to reach out. Brian has a similar thing, helping struggling dads break free of the 9-to-5 through passive affiliate marketing. I own the website, Passive Buddies. Feel free to reach out. So as you can see, we talk about what we do and who we help, and give a link to a particular funnel or capture page or whatever it is to build your email list. So again, you want to start building your email list. All the fake gurus online will tell you, you don't need a funnel, you don't need tech, you don't need this, but it's because they don't want you to grow your own business. They want you to work for them forever. They want you to slave away, being on that hamster wheel, promoting their business until they decide to stop whatever the high ticket course that they're doing and do another thing, like creating an offer, how to do offers, which there's a fake guru who does high ticket who is now doing offers instead of affiliate marketing because he stopped doing high tickets and now he's doing take my free offer training, which is a bunch of bullshit because all those people are still not creating their own offers. They're still promoting the thing that's going to be a high ticket offer, which doesn't make any sense to me, but I digress. So if you guys want, sign up for our affiliate link. I don't know, there's nothing to sell today or tomorrow or the next day. So if you guys want to sign up for some of our other programs, you're more than welcome to. I really don't care. I want you guys to actually start making money and learn how to create an ecosystem and do it right. So the first thing you guys should be doing is literally creating a Medium article and YouTube, and we'll get over that in a second. Let me skip ahead of this. So what you should be creating is what I call, I don't remember what it's called actually, but you need to pick a few topics that you enjoy talking about. I like to talk about lifestyle, content pillars, but I actually have an acronym for it, where it's like, I think it's like TR4 or TR7, I think it was called. It was like testimonials, lifestyle, value. God, what was some of the other ones? I forget some of the other ones, but anyways, there's all these content pillars that you can branch out on and show the world that you're more than just a salesperson, because no one likes to use car sales. And if you're constantly that person that's, hey, did you renew your car insurance today? Like, where they're always just like, you know, that guy who's always like, hey, your car insurance is out of date, or your car warranty is out of date. You know, you might want to sign up for that warranty. I get them all the time because we have like 10 cars, or I now have 5 cars. And so you have to create content pillars that align with more than just business. You need to create content pillars around dogs and or pets that are family too. You have to create content pillars about lifestyle, of what you're actually doing, and you're not just behind a computer pretending that you live a laptop lifestyle, and really you are just grinding away. And I'll give you guys one little secret that I can tell if someone's making it or not. Ask them lifestyle questions, because I know if someone's actually doing something by the lifestyle that they live. I can tell. I get this all the time. It's like, hey, how's your business doing? And you know, when someone asks you how your business is doing, it means that they're trying to pitch you. And instead, ask them lifestyle questions, because I will go in, and if someone's like, we're going on vacation. We went on a few vacations. We went on 12 vacations last year. I think we've only been on 3 vacations this year. We have another one coming up at the less than 20 days, 18 days from now. And so, and if you look at my, Brian tagged me on it. He said, come join us for our training today, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't wait till 6 o'clock because I'm going to play Diablo 4, which is a video game, because I'm a big gamer, that is coming out. It releases in an hour and 5 minutes. And so I'm going to be playing that. And so I talk about more than like just business. And so what I mean by asking lifestyle questions is, whenever someone is, if I want to know if someone's successful, I ask, when's the last vacation you went on? Or when's your next vacation? Or what are you doing this weekend? If they say, oh, I haven't been on vacation in 2 years, or I haven't, took time for myself in 5 years, or, not doing anything this weekend, I'm just chilling at home, then their business is probably not doing well. Because if they're not taking time for themselves and recharging their mental health, they can't afford it. So then that's an easy way to, I guess, see if someone's actually doing well in their business or not. Because if you're a real true entrepreneur, you need like timeout. You need like refreshments, like where you're taking like I go to Cabo, we have a membership resort there where we pay to be members there. And me and my wife literally go 2 or 3 times a year, because there's nothing to do there but sit on the beach, drink cocktails. I don't drink anymore, actually. So now we're going to be just laying on the beach and absorbing vitamin D all day. And eating delicious fish, because we need to recharge. Like, we're high-level entrepreneurs. Or my wife's a high-level asset manager. I'm a high-level entrepreneur investor. And so having that mental break, having that time off is really what recharges us, because we can literally stop working for a few days and come back and do 2, 3, 4 times as of amount of work, because we're re-energized, we're refocused, and we're not constantly having to grind. I mean, if you're not grinding on your business every day, reinvesting your profits, buying more income producing assets, then I don't know what you're doing, because that's what you should be doing. And so as far as opening the ChatGPT prompt, I think that Brian just forgot to delete that.
Yeah, sorry.
I think no problem. So there is no prompt. We can go over ChatGPT tomorrow on how to actually create content with monetization and how that works. Actually, where we go over the strategy to be monetized tomorrow, how to actually create the content that gets you paid. So definitely you want to be here tomorrow if you are serious about creating this ecosystem of cash without having to make any other sales. So I'm very excited about this. So your homework for today is set up your profiles on Medium and YouTube. Again, do not message me and say, hey, Brandon, how do I set up a Medium account? Do not message me and say, hey, Brandon, how do I set up a YouTube chat? Do not message Brian and say that, because
Thanks,
you're wasting our time. 2, there's plenty of resources out there, and there's not a lack of resources in the world. There's a lack of resourcefulness in the world. And so if you're not being resourceful and using your Google skills or ChatGPT to figure out how to create a Medium account or a YouTube account, then you're just lazy. And I don't like to sugarcoat things. I've been in the online space enough where I'm like that old grumpy man who's just like doesn't care anymore, because I know what I'm doing is I'm doing it right. So I want you guys to do it right, because if you're always asking questions, you're not figuring things out for yourself. There's going to be times where there's not going to be anyone around. You're going to have to figure shit out that no one else can figure out for you. So start practicing now and start learning to Google, use ChatGPT, use other resources that are there for you before being like asking simple questions like, how do I set up a Medium account? Those are easy things to do that you can find out for yourself. A question that you could be like, hey, Brandon, what has worked for you that has converted more people, or by doing blah, 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 blah? That would be a good question, because then I can be like, oh, this has worked for me. Maybe you should try this. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but you might as well try. Don't ask me questions that you can easily do. Follow me or follow Brian and myself on YouTube, on Medium, because obviously we're always creating content, and you can model us. You can literally just take an article that I posted. I'll probably drop it down. If you guys want this article, I'll drop it down below. It's how to do affiliate marketing and a guide, step-by-step guide. You can literally take that guide and put it in ChatGPT and say, write it in like if you trained AI, like we have in our cash flow community on how to train ChatGPT to write in your style. You can literally just ask ChatGPT, take this article and write it in my style, and it will write in your style of writing, and you can then take that and post it on Medium and repurpose content that way. And then create your first Medium article, create your first Medium story. So definitely start creating content. If you want to learn how, like I said, follow some of our articles, model them, put it through ChatGPT and create it all. Or my first article was about me. Like I literally just said, I'm Groot, and then I crossed it out and I said, Brandon Duff. And I wrote like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I came from. I literally was a personal trainer, made a lot of money, invested in real estate, got bored of it, went to Burning Man, and then moved to Texas, and then got into the online space. Didn't do good with ClickFunnels, ended up going to high level. made a lot of money, and I'm still making money from high level, like I showed you guys previously. And then from there, started a car rental business, and now I'm talking about car rentals and crypto. And so I talked about myself on my very first article, and that's what you guys should do, is talk about yourself, because you are your own product and you want to grow your influence, your business, because you have to think, influence is the new currency. And the more influence you can have, the more money you can make. I mean, look at Elon Musk. Like, he recently just bought Twitter, maybe like 6 months to a year ago. Now he's hosting political debates on Twitter Spaces. Do you know how much influence that will get him on top of like anything? Like, just think about that right now. Like, that literally can sway elections like it did previously. As influence grows, your money is going to grow too. So I think that's all I had for my slides. What about any things you want to add, Brian?
Do you know what, guys? No, Brandon is absolutely nailed the back half of that presentation, guys. And I was watching the comments, mate. I know you were concentrating delivering, obviously, that amazing gold. I was watching the comments, and the comments were fantastic. Like, some people are like, they're blown away by it because, as I said, when we read back to how the start of like the presentation was, it was like most people aren't being taught about like growing other aspects. You mentioned it and you nailed it pretty much. Like, people are being taught how to grow someone else's business. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like, we have affiliate programs, other people have affiliate programs. There's so many different ways to make money, but like some people are only being taught that, like, hey, you have to sell that thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, like, we spoke about the cash flow community. We've got affiliates in the cash flow community, and that's absolutely fantastic. But it's all about that 7 streams, isn't it? It's all about building those 7 streams, building those multiple income streams. And by doing that, like, identifying that you are growing a business. And I think adopting that mentality and that mindset that you are growing a business, like, and businesses aren't grown in 2 weeks. Like, they're not grown in like 7 days. They take time. If you want to be hitting those numbers, like when Brandon was showing you a video and he's made 3 income streams from a video that equaled over 2 grand, like all of these different things, like, you have to be patient and you have to be consistent. That consistency is going to be the biggest thing on your radar. You have to be nailing consistency to keep that growing. But guys, if you have enjoyed today, let me know in the chat. And Brandon, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and like Brian said, we do have the cash flow community. It's literally, it's not a pitch or anything, but I literally give all the software to everyone completely for free to grow and use funnels to build email marketing, capture email pages, do the automate their social media, all the things that save them time. And we actually talk about how to create content, all the things that marketing gurus don't actually teach you. We teach actually how to make sound investments. I mean, it's not financial advice because we're not financial advisors, but we literally talk about leverage, how money works, like books I'm reading, because a lot of people probably haven't even read The Richest Man in Babylon, which is, I'm actually just reading for the first time. It's a lot of the stuff I already know, but we have an affiliate program where if you want to learn and actually grow with people, because I mean, if you think about it, like, you are the average of the 5 people that you learn the most from. And so if you're surrounding yourself with people that are not making it, that are struggling every single day, you're going to be the 6th person that's struggling every single day. But if you're in a community that is all focused on cash flow, uplifting each other, really focused on building recurring income and their own influence, and you have to think, like, that's what all the YouTubers do, right? They connect with similar channels, they promote each other, and they grow together. And if you can do that and actually grow with a community that wants you to grow, and that's not trying to sell each other, but actually grow each other's influence, then you're going to be in good hands, and you're going to learn, and you're going to be the 6th person that's going to grow with us. So I just wanted to, I guess, do a shameless plug about our cash flow community. And I guess that's what the affiliate link was for people that want to promote the cash flow community. That's kind of like the next level. But today, I mean, there's no pitch at the end of this. We want you guys to grow your influence, grow your your ecosystem, so that you can be in an environment that wants to promote you, that wants to help you grow with us. Because I mean, like we said, environment's everything. If you aren't in an environment that's gonna help you grow, then you're not gonna be that little seed. You're gonna just be squashed and die.
In the nicest possible way, guys. So obviously that wraps up day one. I hope you've absolutely loved day one, guys. There is a homework thread that recaps everything that we're asking you to do today in terms of like the following, the creating, like all and getting that story out. So the homework is in the thread or in the group. I'll pin it to the featured so you can find it. And then once you've done all your homework, guys, let us know in the comments. Share your link to your story so we can go and read it and give you some feedback, and we get to obviously enjoy it with you and help.
And please
you
do, so we
influence.
can follow you and like your stuff, because we want you to win also. Like if you can get 100 followers, and we go over that exactly how to do that tomorrow. Drop your YouTube channels down below. Drop your Medium articles down below so that we can follow and like, because we want you guys to win too. And that's what it's all about, is growing with a community that is wanting each other to win.
There you go, guys. Brandon's absolutely nailed it. So here's the homework. You'll see the picture, homework day one, and all the links that you need. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Peace.